Good evening. It's Wednesday night and it's time for another Facebook Live. This is the card we're going to make tonight. I'm going to give you a few minutes to join me while I share this over with my group page. Let's see. It always seems like Facebook changes things almost every time I'm trying to do this. I hope y'all are having a good week. Let's see. Here it is. Let's see if we can share it. Hey, Susie. Welcome. Susie, I forgot to post, and I haven't gotten it in the mail yet, but you won this sparkly card from 2 weeks ago. So I will get that in the mail to you. It's got your name on it, so I know. All right, I'm just sharing it over there. There we go. All right, now we are sharing. Hey, Nancy, welcome. We are making this card. I have been sharing all week on Facebook this Forever and Always set. So this is the stamp set. And I think I did a video. Well, I know I did because I just told Susie she won the card. This was one from a couple weeks ago using this set that Kay had designed. We did it in a technique class. So the stamp set has these beautiful big words and then a lot of little words to go with them. So you can say, love you so very much, love you more, together always, forever and always. And then the dies, I open them so you can see them. They will cut out the words in detail like I did on this card, and let me see if I have, this one that we did in class Monday night has the always cut out of the foil paper. Then they also have ones that will do like a shadow behind it, or a mat behind the words. And then you can cut out the flowers, and then there's some nice little banners that you can use for the sentiments, some little flowers. And it'll even cut out that little tiny flower stamp right there. So it'll cut out, I think it's the bigger leaf. No, it cuts out both leaves. Yeah, it cuts out both leaves. So all of the floral and leaf stamps, and then the words. So it's a really nice set. So check tomorrow, and I'll have a card tomorrow and a card Friday where I stamped the flowers and colored them with blends and then die cut them with the dies. So watch for that tomorrow and Friday. And one of them I did use the matte I cut out the word love and then I matted it too, so you can see that. I will post the dimensions for this card, not a lot to it, but I'll post them on creatingwithcindy.com after I'm done here tonight. And I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've done a little bit of prep work so you don't have to watch me fussy cut flowers. So I've got 2 of them done. And I'm just using, like this one was on the edge of the paper. There's no reason you can't use it and just put it on the edge of a card. It still works just as well. So we'll start with our coloring. Excuse me. And I am using the new blending brushes. So we used this one the other night with Rococo Rose, so I didn't wash it out, but they wash out very easily because I have washed them out before. So I'm just going to take it. Let me scoot this stuff out of the way a little bit. And for the flower, I just go right in the middle and just do it in circles like that. And you just keep adding a little bit more, and I kind of turn it so it's, not always landing right in the same place. And you just keep doing this until you like how much color you have on it. And this is it's not an exact coloring, it's just going to give it some nice color, but it's not going to go exactly to the edges. You're going to get a little pink on your leaves. That's okay. You might get a little green on your flower. Okay, I'm good with that. I prefer to do it before I cut it out. I don't know why, I just do. All right, so we are actually not stamping any tonight. We are only coloring with our blending brushes and then cutting the stuff out. So this is Mossy Meadow. The other one was Rococo Rose. And so I'm going to do the same thing with it. Now, I did find when I was doing one of these, if I put the leaf right on there, it does get kind of a dark spot. So the leaf, I do start off a little bit. And then you just kind of keep rubbing it on there until you get enough color. And they're going to be, you know, kind of not all the same darkness or anything. I'll come over here and do these. Till I get enough color on them. Oh, see, I didn't pull it off enough so you can see it dark there, but it'll be fine. Let me turn this a little bit, get some more over on this side. All right, I think that's good. So now you just take your snips and you've just cut this out. We call it fussy cutting. So that's why I did two already, so you didn't have to sit here and watch me cut out flowers. But they're not bad to cut out. And I don't go all the way down in there. It's just, you're just trying to cut out, you know, most of the shape. And you notice if you haven't done this type of fussy cutting before, it's usually better if you hold your scissors pretty much still and you turn the paper. So you can see I'm just kind of turning the paper instead of the scissors. That usually makes for a better, smoother cut. Almost. See, it's not bad. And I should have brought the paper over to show you. I may have to get my catalog out so I can show you. It's on one side, it's got geometric. And on the other side, it's got some type of floral. And there's one, I had another idea. There's one that has, I don't think I have any of it over here. A real, like, a lot of flowers are real dense. I mean, these are separated, so you're meant to color them and cut them out like this. But there's one that's just a bunch of dense flowers, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I could do like, you know, a circle punch or something, and just cut out a circle and then just color some of the flowers on it. So I may have to play with that too. Okay. So now we have our 3 flowers cut out. And I've got Rococo Rose, and then I've got some white for the inside, and then a basic black card base. So we'll set those aside for the minute. So I'm going to kind of lay this out a little bit before I start adhering anything. So the love actually die cuts into 2 pieces. So you've got the L and then the OVE separate. So I'm just going to kind of lay this up here. Let's put that down a little bit, maybe. And I went ahead and cut out 4, like I did on the other card. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. Let me get a drink of water. And these are pretty skinny. So you do have to be a little bit careful. I think I just went ahead and went across like that. And then one more down here. And I had thought about having them go off, but they're so delicate, I decided not to do that. So let's see. We can put one flower here, one flower here, and I'll just cut off anything that, yeah, that'll work. Okay. So I showed the ladies this in class on Monday night. A way to get these words down without making too much of a mess, hopefully. It worked for me earlier, so hopefully it will again. So I have my I forgot the name of it. Wait, I have the thing right here. My silicone craft sheet. So it's nice because you can just wipe glue and stuff right off of it. It won't stick to it. So I have a piece of sponge. I'm having trouble picking these up. Hey, I have my tweezers. So I'm going to put a little bit of the Tombow liquid glue on my sponge. Not a lot, because otherwise it'll just make a mess everywhere. And then you can hold it if you want, if you don't want to make too much of a mess on your thing, or you can just do it right on that, and then that will wipe off. So now I'm going to take my tweezers and set this down. But what that does is it just gets a little bit of glue on just the back of the die, and especially when you're dealing with foil paper like this, you want to try and keep the glue off the front of it because it'll just make a mess on that foil paper. All right, so there's one. And then you do have to be careful where I've already done the glue. I don't want to put this right on top of that because then I'll get glue on the front. I'm going to put a little bit more. So again, put a little bit of glue on there. Just dab it on. Again, I like to use my tweezers. And as always, somebody will win this card. So everybody that comments on this video by Sunday night will get in the drawing to win this card. Oops, this way. Now that we do have, Stampin' Up! Does have a fine tip glue pen, which you could use for this always, also. But I was worried I would get too much on there and it would kind of glunk all over and make a mess, so that's why I decided to do this with the little piece of sponge. Yeah, see, I got a little bit on the front there. All right, and one more. All right, we need a little bit more glue. Oh, I hope I didn't set that down in the glue. Okay. Yep. And that one's gonna go probably about right there. Let's get our rest of our word and see. Yeah, it can go over a little bit more. Just to leave more room for that flower down in the corner. Okay. Now let's get all of this messy stuff out of our way so we don't make a mess with anything else. And I think I'm going to try, So Monday night in class, Michelle had a good idea of putting Wink of Stella on the flowers. And so I'm going to try that with these ones. And you guys know, if I mess one up, if I mess up the one I'm doing tonight, I always give you the one I've made that's not messed up, or I make another one. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Wink of Stella and rub it around on here. If you've never seen Wink of Stella, it is magic in a pen. And I'm sure it won't show up on camera very well. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it puts this shimmer. It's hard to describe. It's just magic. Okay. I'm going to let that dry for just a minute while I put... Let me set those aside while I put my card together. So I've just got, like I said, a piece of white. And so we'll put that on the inside. Oh, don't knock those off. They'll go into Never Never Land. So we'll put that on the inside. Looks like I cut it a little narrow. That's all right, it'll be fine. And then this goes on the outside. All right, now I've got some dimensionals. So I'm going to take one flower and put it right. Oh, I should have done this before I put that on there. I wonder if I can, yeah. All right, well, like I said, I'll give you the one that's not messed up. Because I'm gonna have to cut these a little bit. But we can make it work. So I'm gonna put some dimensionals on these, because I liked having just that little bit of extra dimension to it, having them pop up from the words. So we'll put that here. I won't have to cut off too much of it. And we'll put this one at the bottom. Oh, I hope I didn't put that over too far. No, I think it'll be fine. So that one we will line up with the bottom there. And then this one at the top. You can go this way. All right, so now, like I said, it would have been easier if I had not put this on not put the Rococo Rose on yet, which I guess that doesn't stick out. It can stay. I can just cut it off at the black, can't I? Let's see if we like that. Instead of the Rococo Rose, we'll just cut it off at the black. So I'm just turning it over to the back side and taking my snips and just cutting that off. Yeah, that works too. I kind of like it going over the side like that. All right. So there's the card I made the other day, and there's the one we made tonight. And like I said, if you comment on this video, then I will put you in the drawing to win this card. And I will draw for that Sunday night. My next class is the first Thursday in February. So if you're interested in taking a class, we do, thank you, Betty. We do meet in person, but if you're not ready to do that, you can always get them to go. I do 6 cards. So we do, like I said, we did this one. This was one of the cards that we did Monday night. And so you get 2 each of 3 different designs. That way, if you love it, you have one to keep and one you can still give away to somebody. This was, I guess I have them all 3 here. I can show you. This was another card we made Monday night, and then this was the third one. It was Love is in the Air was what I called the class. But my classes like that are $20 or free with a minimum purchase, or if you're not ready to meet in person, they're $25. to go. So if you are interested, just reach out and let me know. And like I said, I'll put this on my blog so you can see the dimensions. Okay, well, thank you for, oh, I meant to show you. I keep forgetting to tell you about this too, which most of you already know, but in case. So let me find that paper real quick for you, since I didn't have it right here, and I do have my catalog right here, because it's absolutely gorgeous. So it's this paper down here. Hopefully you can see that. So on one side it's got floral, and on the other side it's got geometric. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can see a little bit better that way. So like this is the one I was talking about. It's got this real tight floral. I thought, well, if I did a whole, no, maybe it was this one. I think it was this one. If I did a circle punch out of that and then just colored some of the flowers, that might be kind of pretty. So I'm going to have to play with that, and I could put some geometric with it. Oh, I bet that would be pretty. This is the whole suite. So this is one of those what they call mega suites. It has 2 stamps and die, 2 bundles. Beautiful paper. We've used that. I have a card. I think that was the one that was on yesterday, maybe that used some of this in the background. And then this is the foil sheets that I used for the word. And we use these matte black dots in class. But the other thing I keep forgetting to remind you of is it's also, oh, here it is. It's also celebration time. So usually celebration is January, February, and March. This time they're splitting it up. So we have celebration just January and February right now. And what celebration is, if you're not familiar with it, is for every $50 that you spend, either in this new spring catalog or in the regular annual catalog, for every $50 you spend, then you get to pick something free out of here. And there are a couple of things in here that are free with a $100 purchase. So there's gorgeous paper. There's this cute donkey stamp set. So all of these are free. This stamp set, paper. Whoops, I keep skipping pages. This is a gorgeous set. I've made, well, if you saw my blog a few weeks ago, I made a card with that where I sponged the background. Another stamp set. Some more pretty paper, and then this one is free with a $100 purchase. It's a lot bigger set, which you know I had to get it because it has butterflies on it. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this is adorable. It's a stamp set and paper that go together. And this paper also coordinates with the sweet strawberry bundle that's in the new mini catalog. So all of those are free with a purchase. Like I said, it's only January and February. What they've discovered is when they do celebration in January and February, that's the middle of Chinese New Year, and all of the dyes come from China, I believe. And so that always caused problems with getting the dyes here. If we needed more, getting more here. So that's why in this celebration, you'll see paper and stamps. You won't see dyes. You won't see things that we're depending on getting from overseas. Then they're going to have another celebration. I believe it's July and August. I'll have to look that up and tell you for sure. That will be another 2 months, and that will have some dyes in it. So they kind of split it up this time just to see how that would work. The other cool thing about celebration is if you host a party and your party is $300, then you get this stamp set free, and it coordinates with punches that we have. So it's fun. I have it. I haven't played with it yet because I just got it like last weekend, so I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, but it's really pretty. And then if you're not, I'll have to show this to you next week. If you're not already on my team and not already a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, if you join during celebration, they always have specials. So joining is always a great deal. You get $125 worth of products for $99. But during celebration, they always have extra things. So this time you get, I think it's 5. you get 5 sets of Designer Series paper. And this is the 6x6 stacks that are in each color family. So you'll get the brights, the subtles, the regals, the neutrals, and then the in colors. I think it's the ones that are carrying over. Yeah, they are. It's the ones that are carrying over for another year. So the ones that we just got this year, the Cinnamon Cider and Just Jade and Magenta Madness, that set. So I'll get these out and show them to you in person next time, but that's something that you get for joining up. So, hey, Michelle. So if you're not already a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and that's something you're interested in, be sure and let me know. I'd be glad to answer any questions or help you with that. And I think that is it for tonight. So thank you for joining me, and I will see